Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the card of today for the 28th of April 2016. Um, Lovely energy yesterday with the cards. Today, back down to earth with a bump, I think. The first card that I pulled, well, the first and only card that I pulled today is the Seven of Swords. Now, instantly I get my back up as soon as I see this card. If we have a look at it, it doesn't look very pleasant. The guy in the picture just looks a little bit shifty, you know. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could fling him, you know. So this card today is all about, it's about deception, it's about betrayal, it's about trickery. Now, what I find interesting with this is the cards recently have all been about us open up to our authentic selves, about us living our dream, about going after our true calling, etc. When this happens, what often happens is we upset the status quo of people who are around us or people who are in our life. They don't like that because, you know, it's sort of the more we start to be ourselves, the more that shows up that they aren't, you know. So they like to keep us where it's right, okay, this is comfortable, this is what I know. So I really feel that this card is connected in some way with that. You know, once you start to rise, people will want to bring you down. Once your light starts to shine brighter, other people will want to dim that light. And this has got nothing to do with them being nasty characters or anything like that. It's something within them that they don't really like to see people get on, if that makes sense, because that then highlights where there's issues within their life and they haven't done the work to actually sort of raise their own vibration or raise themselves as well. So when this card comes up, I always say be very, very careful, you know, be very careful of who you trust. When you have an awakening, when you start to live for yourself, it's very easy to be quite evangelical about it. So you want to tell everybody, you want to spread the word, you want, you know, everybody to follow suit. But they need to do that in their own time. So with this, what I'm trying to say is play your cards close to your chest. You know, you don't have to tell everybody everything. You know, really just that isn't, you know, being dishonest or anything, but it's just be very, very careful who you trust at the moment. My mum used to say to me, if you want to know if you can trust somebody, then trust them. You know, they will let you know eventually. And that is so true. You know, I didn't realize how true it was when I was young and she used to say it, but throughout life, you know, and that's it. Don't be distrustful straight away of somebody, but the second they give you reason to not trust them, then that is when you need to take notice, you know. So trust is a huge, huge thing. Trust and respect, because I think they go hand in hand as well. So what I'm getting with this card, and it's like, I feel that there could be somebody spying on you. Now, please don't go running and all freak out with that. You know, it's not somebody peeping through your windows at night. But in our day and age, you know, with the likes of Facebook, Instagram, all of things like that, it's so easy for people to gain an insight into our lives, to, you know, to follow our every move on that. Usually they do it because there is some sort of fear connected to you and how you're living your life, and they want to try and be on top of it. They want to see what's going on. This could even be a partner, you know, or it could be you doing it to a partner, you know. This is like somebody checking your phone, somebody checking your emails. That isn't cool, you know. If you're checking somebody's emails or phone, really question, should you be with this person? Because the second you feel the need to do that, that should tell you that there's no trust here and this is going nowhere. If somebody is doing that to you, then you need to look at, you know, Why are you not being trusted? You know, if somebody isn't trusting you and you're doing nothing wrong, the issue lies with them and not with you at all. So this card is, it's quite a, it's like I'm seeing like a tangled web here, and I've just got in my head there, or what a tangled web we weave when we something to deceive. Sorry, I don't know the name of that. Spirit of just give me that. I couldn't get the word for it. But this is it. The second you start hiding something that you're doing or that you're saying or that you're involved in, it then starts to become this big tangled web, and a small untruth will then become a big lie, and then you've got a lie to cover that lie, and then lie to cover the other lie, and it comes out in this huge big web of deceit, which that is no good. If you are telling a half truth to somebody, I still see that as a full lie. You know, it's like, it's better not to say anything to somebody rather than say something that sort of gives a little bit but doesn't give the full story. And I think when you do this, you actually feel it yourself, and you feel unrest yourself as well. You know, so this card, I really feel that there's a feeling, you sort of know it, and it's I'm wanting to say trust your gut on this as well. You know, it's not really a nice feeling I'm getting with this. It's not bad, don't worry, it's nothing sinister, but it's not good, you know. So I really want to urge caution at the moment. Be very, very cautious, you know. Keep yourself protected. Black tourmaline is a fantastic stone, which is used in psychic protection. Because people don't realize, even if people are having bad thoughts about them, you know, that can actually travel. So it's always good to keep yourself protected. Take salt baths a couple of times a week, you know. And if you don't feel comfortable in somebody's company, if you get that horrible knot within your stomach, trust it, believe it, you know. That person is not, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with them, but that person is not good for you to be around, you know. So I really need you to ask yourself today that it's like, if you don't trust, or if you don't feel trusted, then is this a healthy basis for the relationship that you're in? This doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship. This can be anything, you know. This can be a friendship, this can be work, this can be whatever. But if you are not trusting, or feel you aren't being trusted, or feel you are being watched, or feel you are being spied on in a way, then is this really healthy? Because the answer is no. You know, when we love someone, when we're connected to someone, be it a friendship or whatever, we should have freedom. Freedom is the gift that we all have, and you should allow another person to be free. They should allow you to be free. If you feel you have to cling that tight to something, if you feel you have to be constantly second guessing and looking over your shoulder to see if you can trust that person, or constantly reading their phone to see, hold on, like, where have they been, who have they been talking to, stuff like that. The thing is, you know that is not really yours. You know, the second you cling to something, that is not yours. So you need to allow the other person within your life, they need to allow you to have complete and utter freedom, you know. And this is when a relationship is healthy. You know, we cannot box somebody in to keep them there, because they might keep there for a while, but resentment will grow. They will then start hiding little things that don't need to be hidden, because, oh, well, it's going to cause so much problems if I say that, so I'll not say that. Then you find out about it, and then, why didn't you tell me that? And it's a whole big mess of mistrust, not feeling trusted, defense, attack, this horrible web of deceit. you know, and that is no way to live for anybody, you know. Be aware as well of gossip at the moment. People love to talk about other people's problems and other people's lives, you know. People love it, you know. I don't know if it makes them feel important or what, but it usually comes from jealousy. And if people are talking about you in this way, then they're usually false friends as well. So within this card, although it's like I say, it's not really that nice a card, you know, what I want to say with it is look around your circle now, you know, look around. Can you trust every single person in that? You know, do you feel trusted by every single one of them? Is there somebody that's trying to take something away from you? And I don't mean, this card is often seen as stealing, but I don't mean it in a stealing sense. I mean it in, are they trying to take your light? Are they trying to take your happiness? Are they trying to take, you know, a little bit of your character? You know, this is it. It's not, see what it is they're trying to take from you and see what it is they're trying to dumb down as well. And I feel this will show you that, you know, who can be trusted and who can't as well. And what I want you to do as well here, which is huge just before I go, is I really want you to trust yourself. So trust your gut instinct here. If something feels a bit off, then, you know, you're right. Really trust in yourself here. And I do feel it's going to be all right. I do feel it's going to come out in the open. But I just feel at the moment, it's like, I just would not want to be around people who I didn't feel that I could trust, and I was second guessing them all of the time. You know, this is no way to live. And I just think it's, once the trust is broken, it cannot be put back. I really don't feel that it can be put back fully. It's very, very hard to lay things to bed once the trust has been broken, and you can carry on, but there's always that little bit inside of your head which will eventually drive you nuts, and it will eventually drive you to react differently to the person that you don't trust as well. So again, mass confusion, you know, it's just not gelling together. So if you don't trust, if you don't feel that you're being trusted, then I would say, you know, draw a line under it. It's, once trust's gone, respect's gone, integrity is being questioned, and that's not really very good building blocks for any sort of relationship at all. So sorry about that one, but I really do feel once we start to change and once we start to embrace life in a different way, it does rock all of the foundations around us. And this is when people get scared, and this is when, you know, they start to try and do things that will put things back to the way they were. But once they've been changed, I don't think they ever can go back. So quite a strange one there. Still keep up the good energy from yesterday. You know, I do believe the wishes are coming true. I do believe there's, you know, there's something in the air. So like I say, that's just a little warning coming in there, just a little bit guidance Spirit want you to know about. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want a personal reading, then follow me on Facebook. You can inbox there, or send me an email to lovebuddhatarot@aol.co.uk. And I'll be back tomorrow with the card of today. I don't really like that one. Just keep your eyes open today, I would say. Keep your eyes open and your mouth shut, Spirit have just said. So your eyes open, your mouth shut. That's the message for today. Sat now.